Yeah, make una come. Let us analyze this particular matter concerning Davido versus some Nigeria bloggers, most especially Instant Blog. So yesterday, Instant Blog reported the case concerning one certain Davido. And Instant Blog wrote, as you can see here, said, Davido and 2 others apprehended for kidnapping in Lagos. The name Davido, that is the point of our own attraction. The name Davido. Davido saw this post and wasn't happy about it and immediately responded to Instablog. Davido said, one day go be one day. Continue. My karma no dey always stay. Instablog responded and said, Davido should do the calms now. Of course, you know the one and only Davido that we know about. That is OBO. So now let us analyze the video. Let us analyze the video with an open mind, without being biased, without taking side. Let's speak from both mouths. Open mind though, don't get carried away. Don't watch this video halfway and just conclude. At least listen to the entire video so that we can all have an understanding. There is no need to push a stupid narrative. Now, let's go back to the original video of those guys being arrested. Let's listen to it, guys. Pay good attention.
You can answer the video too.
No, the video that nickname.
Okay. What you call your country?
I came to kidnap. Promise.
Okay. You say you are Davido. You come from where?
Community bus stop.
Community bus stop. Okay. David. You are the one that.
Okay, let's go back.
You can answer the video too.
No, the video that nickname.
Okay. What you call your country?
I came to kidnap. Promise.
Okay. You say you are Davido. You come from where?
Community bus stop.
Community.
You said your name na Davido. You come from where? Firstly, I want to ask this question. Was the name Davido mentioned? Please, before I continue, some of you should some of you should give me an answer. Was the name Davido mentioned? Obviously, the name Davido was mentioned. Yes or no? Davido. Davido, the name was mentioned. But was this guy name mentioned? This is our very favorite Afrobeat artist, one of the biggest in Africa. Was his name mentioned? No, his name wasn't mentioned. The name Davido was mentioned, but his name wasn't mentioned. Davido was mentioned. It just happened that the most famous Davido that we know about is this particular guy here, that we know to be one of the most prestigious, most awarded, most endorsed artists, one of the most decorated artists in Nigeria and all over Africa and even the world. The most famous person called Davido, because now if you go on Google and say Davido, the most famous person they're going to bring out is Davido. You see, he is the most famous person they're going to bring out if you go on Google. Then if you say other people bearing Davido, other people call Davido, let's all check if there are any other person called Davido in history. For the looks of it, there's no well-known body, anybody that is being called Davido. Okay, we have ascertained that. Now, Davido was pissed at Instablog for using that name, Davido. And some of Davido fans' argument is based on, why are you using the name Davido apprehended for kidnapping in Lagos? Didn't you hear other names? Instablog. Didn't you hear other names? Instablog. Why are you using the name Davido? Because other names were mentioned in that video. Other names were being mentioned. So you could have just easily picked other name instead of using the name Davido. But honestly speaking, let us understand blogs in Nigeria. Everybody is just trying to drag traffic. Of course, you cannot tell Instablog what the name that Instablog should pick from whenever there is a video. You cannot tell him the name he should pick from. The names among all the names. You are not the one that opened Instablog for Instablog. You are not the one that invested in Instablog to tell Instablog to mention another name instead of the name Davido that was mentioned in the video. We have had people called Jesus Christ, and those people called Jesus Christ were arrested for horrible things. Let us Google some. Let us make some Google. A man named Jesus Christ arrested. Listen. See. Check out this headline. Man called himself Jesus Christ and arrested in Lira. Look at this headline. Man called himself Jesus Christ arrested in Lira. They say Africa preacher who thinks is Jesus Christ arrested for disturbing the peace. But the most famous person called Jesus is well known in the Bible and also in the Quran. There are other people called Muhammad who are committing many crimes, named after the Muslim prophet, but they are committing crime. But are you the one to tell them whenever such person commit crime that they should remove that name and call their family name? Let's be honest. And of course, Instablog should be patriotic enough in a way that respect Davido and not use the name Davido. Was Davido's name not mentioned in that video? Let us say they decide to go to court now. Let's say they go to court and court said, okay, Instablog, why did you mention Davido's name? And Instablog post that video. Instablog post this video. And the court had the name Davido. Do you think the court will jail Instablog for mentioning the name Davido? When Davido was clearly mentioned in that video, did Instablog told you the person it was referring to was the real Nigerian musician Davido? If Instablog had posted Davido picture close, if Instablog have posted Davido's picture on its wall and said Davido apprehended for kidnapping, oh, there will be an issue because Instablog was referring to Davido then. But Instablog didn't post Davido's face. Instablog just simply said Davido apprehended for kidnapping. Davido apprehended for kidnapping. And that was it. Nothing. I'm trying to look for the video on for the thing on Instablog. I'm trying to look for it on Instablog. So the bottom line still remain. Davido name was mentioned, obviously. But the most famous person we know as Davido is Nigerian musician. So are we using our common sense to judge this story, or we are just using emotion? I'm not being a judge here. You can as well tell me exactly what you feel. Understand? I'm not here to control you. I'm just giving me my thought. But then again, you will see people already uttering insulting words, even without even listening. So let's use our common sense. Let's use our common sense. Because we have seen even some people who are being called Dangote. Okay, let me check the name Whiskey. If Whiskey has been arrested, if someone has ever called himself Whiskey before, Whiskey arrested. Let me check if someone who has ever called himself Whiskey before. Okay, if someone has ever called himself. There is this article on Nairaland. Okay, this was just the direct Whiskey. We have not seen anybody who have called himself Whiskey before arrested. We have not seen anybody before who has called himself Whiskey arrested. Man call himself Whiskey. Let me check on that. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. Let me know exactly how you feel. And catch you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.